Meanwhile, on Capitol Hill, a push from Democrats to limit President Trump's directives in Venezuela has failed. NTD's Melina Wisecup joins us with more. Melina, good morning. This was very close to passage. What happened?
Hi, good morning, Steph. So the story here is that two Republicans who initially voted in favor of opening debate on this resolution decided in the final hour to switch their vote. Those were Senators Josh Hawley and Todd Young. Both of them said they were reassured by the Secretary of State Marco Rubio that the U.S. military is not currently in Venezuela, and if U.S. troops are needed on the ground for a major operation at any point, the administration assured them that they will come to Congress first. Here's Hawley.
The Secretary also told me directly that the administration will not put ground troops into Venezuela. They do not seek to occupy Venezuela. But his commitment to abide by the War Powers Notification procedures and also the Constitution is directly responsive to my concerns.
So, Steph, because those two Republicans ultimately switched their vote and voted with the rest of their party, that allowed this to ultimately fail, and it barely failed. Actually, Vice President JD Vance had to come in to break the tie vote in order to take this resolution. Senator Tim Kaine, the Democrat who led the charge, said that he's disappointed it didn't pass in the end, but he also said he felt like his push to get this done opened up a pathway for more discussion around the action in Venezuela. Here's what Kaine said after the lack of passage.
In order to get Senator Young's vote and Senator Hawley's vote, the White House made a number of public commitments to them about Senator Rubio coming finally to do a public hearing before Foreign Relations and the need for formal authorization if any boots on the ground are needed in Venezuela. These are not sufficient for me, but these were not things that we would have had we not filed this resolution.
Now, Steph, if this resolution would have passed, it would have blocked President Trump from using military force within or against Venezuela currently. When it was coming down to the time for the vote, Senator Risch said that it was out of order. So he made a point of order because he said the resolution didn't address future military actions, only current, also asserting that U.S. forces are not currently in Venezuela. So the point is moot. There were still three Republicans in the Senate that voted with Democrats. Those were Senators Rand Paul, Lisa Murkowski, and Susan Collins, the usuals. President Trump initially criticized those Republicans who did vote to advance this last week, saying that none of them should be reelected, Steph.
Great. Thanks for this update. NTD congressional correspondent Melina Wisecup.